Namaste, great morning. Hi, everyone. Well, of course, who was behind all this crap, these letters, etc.? Okay, Nityananda. Okay, I'm going to read this last letter. It said, I have received a dossier claiming damning information on you from the social media team of a guru you have been harassing and stalking. Now, the only guru I talk about is Nityananda. So, gee, who gave them this dirt, so-called dirt, this dossier? The Nityananda spin team. Said, would you care to clarify these new damaging information along with the old ones in a live interview? Really? Really? To who? An interview with who? I've been asking for credentials. Not credential one has shown up. They're still not being honest with who this is, okay? And they got this quote-unquote dossier from, they're not going to name the guru. There's only one person, Nityananda spin team. So I'm going to read, this is my following letter, and it will clear everything, okay? I said, is this Sarah Landry? Do I know a Sarah? Is this Sarah Landry? Okay. AKA Nityananda's henchman? Okay, we're done. Nityananda's spin team can go right on with their nefarious crap. And Sarah needs to step off. Her calls for my destruction, her teaching how to go after and ruin people, shows the depth of their depravity. And this so-called dossier is nothing more than absolute lies, and if published, could open one to a lawsuit of slander, because none of it's true. You best be tracing it with facts, rather than using something gathered from a site that's formed and run by an ex-felon. That's their so-called dossier, not one iota based on facts. Okay? Once again, I need to see your credentials. Who are you? You seriously want me to agree to an interview with someone who won't reveal who they are, who they work for, taking some crap-ass so-called dossier from the Nityananda spin team without checking one iota of facts? May I remind you, he is in the midst of court case after court case for cheating, rape, unnatural sex, and more. I've done nothing, not even a parking ticket. Rick Ross' site is a known place where people go to just spew the darker and the nastier the better. No one is allowed to put out facts, and the nastier one can make their so-called claims the more they pat them on the back to encourage them to continue to spin lies, hate, and drama. Raj, hush. Okay. Come here, boo-boo. So much for your dossier, okay? None of it holds water. None is based on fact. It was created by internet trolls, two disgruntled, very imbalanced people, and a hypnotherapist that got outed for lying about his profession. Maybe check the medical records and you'll find someone on heavy meds that's been in psychiatric counseling since young. And you'll find where this so-called dossier is springing from. Okay? From one, a mentally unstable person, a person that's lied about his profession and who goes after everyone under the sun that isn't a vegetarian, and some political trolls that just happen to run around the internet spewing hate, making up lies, putting it out as fact, and last but not least, a person that needs to control every part of their existence that lied from day one and then went off in a mental breakdown claiming they know me intimately when they came to a few retreats and are not by any means in any position to know the first thing about me, nor the happenings around me. So there you have what is from Rick Ross' site, all of which I've fully addressed in another video. Oh, I've already had the Nietzscheananda spin team, headed up by that Sarah Landry, who now puts the title Mahant on herself. Okay? And for you to take anything from Nietzscheananda as valid is appalling. Check their spin team. They claim Nietzscheananda has been vindicated and been found innocent when nothing of the sort has taken place. His next court date is December 5th, or maybe you just trade on anything other than facts. If it sounds like dirt, you'll pounce on it, okay? Sad. That's very sad indeed, okay? Standing up and speaking up against one that is committing fraud, sexual misconduct, and much more is not stalking, okay? Untwisting twisted satsangs and commenting on them is not harassing. Oh, it might be, though, according to Sarah Landry, a.k.a. the Mahant. Okay? Really, a sick organization that proclaims him to be a god, a cult. Your so-called dossier is from Rick Ross material, which is nothing more than drama put out by unstable people. You're relying on as valid things from a cult spin team. Oh, that's nice. Look. I'm squeaky clean, like it or not. There's nothing there, nothing that can be borne out by genuine facts. And being that I'm not out to make money, name, or fame off of anyone, not trying to build some big organization, I don't need to sit on golden thrones. Go do your worst. I'm a simple person living a simple life with genuine spiritual attainment and knowledge. And Nietzscheananda cult can't stand it. They've already tried to curse me, call for my destruction, continue to harass with nasty lewd comments, but I'm sorry I won't back down when I know what he's giving is potentially dangerous and that he is ruining lives and putting people bankrupt. No genuine guru charges thousands of dollars to aid humanity. Never. That's a businessman, a con man, twisting scriptures to something unrecognizable that appeals to those looking for powers. It's not something from a genuine spiritual search. So go ahead. Try to ruin me based on what you're getting from a cult. Nice one. Nice investigative journalism indeed. The Nietzscheananda troll squad can kick and scream all they want. But I care about humanity and a cult that calls a businessman, a con man, a god. They need to be looked at. When his so-called teachings take scripture and twist it to something unrecognizable to make it so sick and wrong, those with genuine spiritual attainment should stand up and speak the truth. Let those who have ears hear and those who have eyes see, that's all. Now, is this the Nietzscheananda spin team having fun? Yes, I know, the truth is an inconvenient happening. Okay? By the way, Nietzscheananda claims to be born on January 1st, like Krishna, spins a huge story around it, and his passport has his correct birth, which is March 13th, 1977. And this is the man that he is, a liar, just like Trump, a narcissistic psychopath. His hagiography is a lie from start to end. Oh, they tell me I need to meet him and understand his greatness. Look, I've met him. I've spoken with him one-to-one about the practices he's giving that are potentially dangerous. And his concern was, oh, I'll figure it out later. Okay? He's a fake and a fraud, full of himself, trading on bits and pieces he has taken from other gurus and trying to make it his own as if he invented it. Facts are not stalking nor harassing, but lies put out to try and ruin someone, such as in that so-called dossier, is in one way laughable and in another way something done by very sick individuals on a bender. I have nothing to gain or lose in any direction. The few I work with know me. They see my life, nothing hidden. So no matter what lies are put out, they know the truth of it. I'm not going to lose revenue because I'm not out to make big money. I'm not going to lose standing because I don't proclaim to be a god or anything other than one that walked the path from start to end and now stand to give out the truth of it from the made-up fantasy that people are fed elsewhere. I'm a 67-year-old woman that lives alone and has videos out that may help others. I'm not running retreats, not trying to build up some big following as a genuine spiritual path with all its hardships is not appealing to the general public. So now what? Oh yes, I know. I'm a bane in the existence of Nityananda and his henchmen, because I'm not taken in by his drama, thrones, and absolutely ridiculous so-called satsangs. They don't come from enlightenment, but out of showmanship and fantasy. Yes, again, I'm the bane of their existence. Okay? So this is my letter to that so-called journalist, whoever it is. And again, who's behind it? Nityananda Spin Team, a.k.a. Sarah. Okay? The one that wants to do all the videos in all her makeup, all her jewelry, with her little, red in her hair as if she's married to Nityananda, now claiming sannyas so she can be a god. You don't take sannyas to live as a god. Okay? Maybe you do, if you're sitting there playing the Krishna thing and all his little gopis that he's telling them. Okay? Really? Videos out where somebody's giving them a blowjob? Really? This is the great high-standing guru? Okay? So whoever this sick individual is that is claiming to be a journalist, that is taking all this information from the Nityananda. I know exactly what's in it, Rick Ross. Please, anybody can go there and read it. It's all nasty, created by people, okay, that got their nose out of a joint, claiming to be so close to me, they know all the inner workings here and the nefarious things, and they don't know me from Adam, okay? I've spoken with them on the internet. They've come to a few retreats, yet they know they have all the inner knowledge and inner workings. Nonsense. They don't have anything. Doesn't matter how much they claim, they know. They don't know. It's false. Okay? It's a lot of false drama. Okay, they had it in there. I had my name changed. I was married a number of times when I was young. I had PTSD. Common. I've addressed this before. All the nefarious bullshit they think they have. Okay? All of it's been addressed. I've been extremely honest, very open, But this idea that I'm taking money and doing this and that, all of that is absolute 100% trash. Okay? And this thing that I put out, this stuff on ex-devotees, is 100% bullshit. I haven't. Like I said, I have letters, I have things. I could put out their communications they've had and people would see how off these people are. But I haven't done it. I've kept it confidential. And I'm damn well getting tired of being accused of putting it out there. Now what is it? They're trying to goad me to actually put it out there? Okay? So it's been a big witch hunt for years because of a couple of very sick individuals, okay, and internet trolls, okay, and Nityananda, the Nityananda Spin Team, which has been behind a lot of this drama, okay. Really, I know it's got to be the Nityananda Spin Team that put me on pornographic sites, and put me in these heinous white supremacist things, took my email address. Oh yeah, that's so nice, you know, the spiritual path. That's okay. So they want to give out a dossier, you know. Maybe I should make a big dossier on Nityananda and all his lies, all his proclamation and everything, his whole hagiography that's 100% lie from start to end. Okay. And if, again, this person claims to be an investigative journalist, you best be coming back with facts rather than innuendo, because this is opening up to a lawsuit. Okay? 100%. If you're going to try to slander me with a lot of fake things, okay, not a smart thing to do. But it doesn't matter. I have nothing to lose. Like I said, I'm not Nityananda. I'm not trying to grab lands and mutts. I'm not sitting on gold thrones. I don't need people to be surrounding me all day telling me how wonderful I am. Again, I'm a 67-year-old woman, started her path from a very young age, took till the age of 49 to complete it, and I'm here to give out the facts, what aid a genuine spiritual journey versus the nonsense, the spin, and fantasy that people put out about it. Okay? That's it. So you want to go after me? Because I'm willing to stand up? Because I'm not going to back down from the Nityananda spin team that does all they can? You know, like they said, they'll do whatever they can to ruin somebody. And Miss Sarah Landry, a.k.a. Ma, whatever her name is, that does all the videos about how she's taken sannyas, and I just live for Nityananda. That's from Canada, who rolls her R's and sounds so, you know, please. A pretty face does not hide all her nefarious actions. She is ugly as they come inside, okay? So, yeah, is that the one that was claiming the Sarah? Do I know a Sarah? No, I don't. Now I do. Found out this Ma, whatever her name is, one of the top Nityananda henchmen, vicious, vile, who sits up there with a smiling face as if butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. And behind the scenes, she's the nastiest person I've ever run into. Okay? So am I going to back down? No. Okay? And like I told this other woman the other day, you know, that wants to believe that Nityananda has been vindicated. No, it's still in court. It's still ongoing. Okay? And when you have organizations like that, or organizations like Scientology, that will go after people, they will lie, they will create stuff to try to ruin them, what does it say about their organization? It's a spiritual organization? Cults are not spiritual, okay? And it's only cults that will go after people to try to ruin them, okay? That's cults. That's not a spiritual organization. So why do I continue to put these out there? So people can see just how dirty they are, okay? Now, all my videos that had all the filthy comments they put on, they magically went back and erased all of those comments, so none of them can be found. But you know what, Mr. Investigative Reporter, you can go to any other videos that talk about Nityananda, and you'll see their comments are still up. and you'll see how nasty and nefarious they are. Okay? I know their game here. Okay. Like I said, I have nothing to gain or lose. I'm not out trying to make a name for myself. I had that opportunity when I lived in India. Somebody that worked for one of the big papers in Delhi wanted to promote me. I wouldn't let it happen, okay? Because I'm not that type of a thing. I'm not a quote-unquote world guru that needs to sit on a stage, that needs to have big crowds, because a genuine spiritual path is not appealing to the general public. It's not full of fluff, okay? You're not appealing to their egos to make them feel better about themselves in this moment. A genuine spiritual path is very hard. It's the mystic's journey. It takes a lot of self-sacrifice, diligence to continue to walk it, okay? And nobody can walk it for you. It's not done in the midst of crowds where you have good buddy-buddy with somebody else. It's a very solitary path, okay? People that go to these types of gurus with a lot of people and stuff, they want the camaraderie, they want to have, laughs and games, and we'll all play Krishna and gopis together, whatever, okay? But that's not the mystic's path. That's not the path of solitary walking to realization. Okay. Like I said, this type of path is not popular because it's not there to pat somebody on the back at every moment and tell them how fabulous they are. It's a path where you sit there and you meditate and you look what's coming up in the mind and the bullshit spins and all the drama that's happening. Okay? And see it for what it is and what it's not. You see the projections that happen. Okay? And you see the old drama that's layered over things. Okay? Then you sit and you question. Okay? Eventually you come to a place of still mind. Okay? Eventually all the old constructs fall away. You're not in a place like Nietzsche and an organization where you're creating more and more fantasy, bigger and bigger fantasy. Okay? Which never really heals anything in the end. Or maybe you can play the game for a while. You can create another soap opera. And you'll have fun and you'll play. But that nagging thing in the back will continue to be there. Okay? It's like this poor woman that's, wants to layer all this crap on me the other day that, I have nothing to do with whatever went on in her life before. But her projection is on me. And creating me in her mind to be something that I'm not. Okay? That's her projection. It rules the life. Nothing's been handled. Every single video on this woman's page has to do with her tragedy and her rage and her anger, and it's real and it's, it's ongoing. Yet she tells me Nityananda's healed her. He saved her. Saved her from what? Her mind is still spinning. Constantly on it. Still playing the pity party and and you get in that. You play the pity party for so long, and then you get attention that way because people are, oh, you poor thing, and you get a lot of attention. Okay? Negative attention, but they stay in that attention. Okay? To get out of it, one has to really sit and look at what's going on versus from what's not. What's projection? What's not? What's really happening in this moment, not what happened 20 years ago or whenever. What's happening now, genuinely, sincerely, as it is. Not with the layered projection crap you want to have on it, and instant, knee-jerk reactionary stuff that you're going to put on somebody. Okay? It's not benefiting you at all. Okay? Doesn't benefit. That's not the way one goes forward to get out of those types of traumas. Okay? People that know me know I went through a lot of trauma in my life. So people that want to come and project all this nonsense, it's ridiculous, because I know what it's like to live in trauma. I know what it's like when you have something like that feeding your mind. I know the pity party you get into. I know the blame cycle. I know the poor me thing very well. I went through it. I know the depression, I know the anger, I know all the steps, everything that one goes through. Okay? Been there. Moved on. Okay? Free of it finally, you know. But I know exactly what it's like to be in that. Okay? But to sit there and live in fantasy land and try to move coconuts with your third eye, whatever, is not going to take you out of trauma. It's just, I'm sorry, it's not. It's not going to help it. Anyway, I'm going to shut this video out now, and maybe one of these days, again soon, we'll do another satsang video as to what subject, not sure yet. It just comes up as it comes up. I never have anything pre-planned. I don't write it out. I don't, you know, it just, what comes in that moment, and that's the way it goes. So, namaste everyone. Have a great day. Catch you later on the road. Bye.